Yes, they do. Good morning, Melissa. How are you?
Good morning, Leslie. I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm good. And I just have to say, last month feels like it happened yesterday, by the way. Um,
100%.
I loved talking about wins, and there's two of your phrases or sentences that still stick with me. And I want to quote them again because I think everyone should follow this. Fridays are for celebrating wins, Sundays are for defining them.
I
And
love it.
since it is Friday, I'm wondering, small or big, do you have a win we can celebrate for you?
Yes. Which would you like, big or small?
Either one or
Okay.
both.
Go big or go home. Let's celebrate the big one. So actually this one involves you, Leslie. So the
I'm
book
excited.
that I am releasing with my friend Alexian Wines, which you, Leslie, have contributed to, is scheduled to be released next week. Very exciting. Yes. Very.
That is a big, big win
Yeah.
because I know that you did pull this project together in incredible speed.
Quickly.
Oh, I'm
Yes.
so
I'm
excited for you.
grateful. Thank you. Thank
Congratulations.
you.
Wow. So LinkedIn is really cooperating because I'm starting to see comments,
I
which
know.
I
It
need to
usually
say
takes
hello.
so much longer. We usually sit here going, are people going to show up?
Exactly. So I'm going to share again. I thought Fridays, I need to celebrate wins. And there
Yes.
was a
What's yours?
comment on our event post that really caught my attention and again reminds you that you don't know how you impact people, and it's okay if you don't know, but when you learn of it, it's great. um a common connection we have named Jane, she had written that her word of the year for 2025 was pause. And when I just first read that part of the phrase, I'm like, oh, I love that. And then she wrote, apparently I helped inspire that
Oh,
choice, which I had no idea about. And I feel like that's a win. It's a win to even know about it, but it's just another reminder that things we say and share with people impact them, and we don't always know exactly how. Just know that we do.
I love that. That's such a good story.
Yeah. So I'm going to move over to the comments, and you may have seen some.
We have a lot. We have a lot of friends here this morning. Thank you to everyone who
So,
joined us.
gold star for Tiffany. She arrived first, and I know she thought she had another meeting, so I'm so glad she's here.
Yeah, skip the other meeting.
Exactly. Great to see you both. Thank you, Tiffany. And then, hello, LinkedIn user. We're going to know who you are when we get in the comments later on LinkedIn,
Yeah.
or your next comment. Please tell us who you are. Yolanda. Oh, she always shows up. I love that. I hope it's warm in Texas. It's cold in New York.
Very cold.
Oh, Eden's here.
Miss Eden.
Oh, we have more friends here. Hello, Gail. Oh, we're so glad you're here again. Thank you for coming. And I think there's a lot of talks going back and forth between people, but I do see LinkedIn user loves that you talked about your book launch, and I'm excited for it too. Carlos is up very early from Vancouver.
Yes.
Look who else is here.
Hello,
Hi,
James.
James.
James, I'm going to be in your state next week.
Ooh, and Jane's ears may have been ringing when I talked about her 2025 word choice. If you didn't hear it, Jane, go back to the start and just listen to the first minute. Lee, yay. We're so glad you're here. And I think you're still down in Argentina. So we're so far, I think you might be the most mileage away. And then this is a long message, but I'm going to quickly say hello to Meryl. Yay. We're so glad you're here. Well, welcome everyone. We're going to get to the more comments very shortly. we want to welcome our new viewers, our returning viewers, and those who watch on replay, which is a much larger crowd than than I imagined. And I recently looked at the stats. So please, like, really, we want to welcome those watching in replay because there's a lot of you. This is Let's Talk About It, Careers, Business, and LinkedIn, episode 26. Do you have a word of the year or not? So let's introduce ourselves. Melissa?
Hi, everyone. I'm Melissa Cohen. I'm a personal branding and LinkedIn strategist. I am based in New York City, where it is indeed kind of chilly. So far, I've only seen Miss Lee saying that, yes, it is warm in Argentina. And because I can sort of scroll and talk at the same time, yes, James, I'm going to be in Raleigh next week. So that's me.
I love that. And I love that she can multitask. I'm trying to like triple task over here, and it's not always easy. So, as most of you know, I'm Leslie Nydick, the conflict strategist. And I hope my words convey what I'm about to say. I hope you can hear how much I really do love to share my strategies for managing conflict, communication, and negotiation. I just want to share what I know. And that's a primary purpose of why I'm on LinkedIn. So if you don't follow me yet, go ahead and follow me and read and watch my videos. So let's take another look at who's arrived, and then we'll get to the first question for the viewers. So I'm sure I'm going to miss some people. I see Eden. Another Texan is here. Hello, Lynn.
And she said it's 30 degrees where she is right now. So it is not warmer there either.
Wow. And then so we know the LinkedIn user is from Chicago, so I can start to figure out who it is, but I'm not sure. And then hello from snowy Virginia.
It is
Could you
snowing
please?
in Virginia. I've gotten several texts with photos from friends in Virginia. It is snowing.
Wow. Please send some snow to New York.
No,
Okay.
no.
And and hello, Amanda from Pittsburgh. Now, do you have snow in Pittsburgh? I'm not sure. And I know, yay, Tiffany, 18 in
18.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Oh, no,
Wow.
no.
Everywhere is cold. Asheville is cold.
That's it. We're all going to Argentina.
I think we're gonna have to. And Raleigh. So James is I'm trying to quickly click through. There's lots of and Rana Deb is here.
Wow.
School's closed there too. Oh, this is Tiffany. I hit the wrong one. Sorry, but I'm glad to have Tiffany's. Here's Rana Deb. Nice to see you as well.
Okay, I'm
So
sorry. We need one more comment before we go to the first
please.
question. We need Eden. It's like Romper Room. Eden, she never saw me either. Made me so sad. And Melissa was a pretty common name back in the day. I never got called out by the doobie either. Yeah.
Oh, well, we like calling everyone out, and we'll do a couple more. They're popping by so quickly that when I click on one, I missed it. So I think we said hello. Barbados is warm and sun.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gale wins.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think so. So far, she's the only one in like a true warm area right now. And Amanda said several inches in Pittsburgh. And Yolanda, 39 degrees in Texas. Wow. I don't know what's going on in Texas. So let's get to that first question to the viewers. So, how many years have you selected a word of the year? And please put it in the comments. Melissa, I know yours is you've done 2 in the past and you're doing 1 this coming year.
Yep.
What do you think is the most common response?
For how many years people have done a word of the year?
Yeah.
I am going to say maybe a year or 2 longer than I have because I didn't sort of hop on the trend right away. I would say 4, like this being the
Wow.
4th or 5th. Yeah.
And of course, I bring the average down since I've never picked a word of the year. So let's see. I see some of the comments coming in, so I definitely want to see what people are saying, and I'm going to bounce back. Actually, there's a lot of hellos going back and forth. More people to say hello to. Hello, Lisa. We're so glad you're here.
I see a guess from Anne on the years. She said maybe 6.
Ooh, and someone else is, oh, a chilly 68 in Hawaii,
Oh,
although that sounds
I
warm
would
to
take
us right
that.
now.
Yeah, it is chilly for Hawaii though.
Oh, so maybe 6. This is interesting. First time this year for Carlos. It might
Nice.
be and I wonder if he means 2025 or he's got his picked for
Oh, good
2026.
question. Yes.
Okay, Gail. Yes, 3 to 4 years. That's what I was guessing as well. Wow, Eden's done it 6 years. We'll be 7. 4 years. Okay, they're all beating me. And then we want to say hello to Tom. Good morning. My word for 2025 is struggle.
Hmm.
Interesting. I love the different choices. One last year, empowerment. Mm. And Yolanda had 3. And Amanda, I'd never done one, but love the idea. So, Amanda, I like the first part of your sentence. I've never done one, but love the idea. I don't know. I'll decide after this show, after I hear from everyone. And oh, Jane, it was your first year. Wow. And this may be the comment that helps me, where Tiffany wrote, I never believed in them until I started my business. As a woman of faith, God revealed mine. You're one of my business, because entrepreneurship ain't for the faint of
That is
heart.
true.
Guess he knew I needed it. Uh, how much it fuels all of you definitely is having an impact on me. Now, this is usually where I share a statistic. I have to tell you, I couldn't really find statistics. They were
Ah,
very broad and general, like, oh, yes, millions of people pick a word of the year. But there was no really concrete statistic. Now, the one thing I also tried to figure out, is this a LinkedIn phenomenon? Or maybe LinkedIn, because people post about it, that kind of inspired more and more people to do it. It seems like the overwhelming majority of people do pick a word of the year, and seemingly are inspired by them. So this might convince me, the non-word of the year person, to change my mind for 2026, or maybe not. So I definitely want us to start talking about it, because this will help me figure out whether I'm doing one or not. So, Melissa, what has been the impact on you with having a word of the year?
so I really believe it had a large impact on me. I would say especially this year. So 2024 was the first year that I picked a word of the year, and I picked collaborate. And that's very sort of inherent in who I am and in my brand. And so yes, it continued to motivate me, but I also feel that that's just sort of the way I am anyway. And so this past year, 2025, my word of the year was elevate. And I picked it very intentionally because I wanted to elevate how I show up. I wanted to elevate my business. I wanted to elevate the clients that I work with and how I serve them. And it really became a North Star for me. And I did 2 things to keep that word top of mind. And Leslie, you're very aware of one of them. So the first one, which I posted about on LinkedIn, is there is a girl who I want to say is 9 or 10 years old. She's the daughter of a LinkedIn connection of mine, and she makes these really adorable beaded bracelets. And the money that she earns, some of it is for herself and some of it she donates towards charity. And I had a bracelet made that said Elevate. And so every time I wore that bracelet, it reminded me of my intentions. And then, because you were there, a few of us, you, me, and Miss Eden, we had lipsticks made at this very fun place called Lip Lab where you can customize everything. And I had Elevate engraved on the lipstick case. And so every time I put that lipstick on, it was reinforced. And I really believe it had an impact on me this year and my mindset.
So maybe you've just confirmed, like, maybe I need to change the thinking. Like, word of the year, like you said, the first one you chose is something you were already doing, like collaboration. It's really a part of who you were. And then you chose a word, elevate, that was to really change and like be a foundation of what goes on during the coming year. So maybe that's why I was like, well, I all know already that. Like whatever words came to mind, I didn't think about it as, but this word could promote
Elevate
change.
you.
Yes, elevate me.
Exactly.
So I'm definitely feeling the energy because I rejected it because I felt like it was limiting versus opening me up. And now I'm realizing how empowering it can be if you pick the right word. Now more pressure's on. How do I pick the right word? So, but that we're going to get to that in a moment. I see there are many comments, dozens, and it keeps on clicking in. So there's more people to say hello to. I see Jihan. And hello, Jihan. I'm going to try to go back. Amanda, I've never done one, but love the idea. So I know that I said that. So here I am coming back. Oh, and more people say, hello, Kimberly Lechnick. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. So let's say this is about 2018. Ooh, Lee,
Wow.
so
Another
far
trend
you may
there.
have the most years. What is Tiffany?
Oh,
Embrace. Ooh, stretch.
I like that a lot.
Now, what are the rules on borrowing or stealing someone else's word?
I mean, I would view it as you're inspired by that person. And I would tell them, I loved your word of the year and I would like to use it for my own as well. And I don't think anybody
Yeah,
would mind.
wow. And I see that some people have done it 3 years, 5 years. Gary, thrill. Ooh, I like that thrill. I'm going to have to go back to all these comments to pick. And
Yeah,
I'm just,
good ones.
it's acting a little wonky. So, oh, here. I didn't even click that and it showed up. So I love that. I see my word of the year every single morning as an appointment on my calendar. It's a lovely way to start the day.
Love
Ooh,
that.
that is very inspiring. Hmm. Um, we have a little more room. Focusing on one word is important, but it's also important to reinforce said word. I picked a word at the beginning of the year, but that was it. There was no intentionality behind it. I'm doing better now. Interesting. Oh, I heard about it from manifesting and Pinterest boards.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I love that. I did always wonder, like, I figured there was more than one source because the thing that can be confusing if you just look up like, hey, I'd like to learn about like why, how it helps people, word of the year. And what kept on coming up is the dictionaries that pick a word of the year, which is usually hindsight, where they're picking a word of the year that has had an influence in the past year versus the looking forward.
Yeah.
And clearly we're talking about the looking forward one. So, oh, interesting. Okay. So we're going to go to our second question because we want to hear more from Melissa because I need more convincing. I need help. This is the one where I think I need the help. What is your advice for selecting a word of the year?
So I would recommend reflecting back on the year that's been, right? What have you accomplished? What would you like to continue doing in 2026? What do you want to stop doing in 2026? And what are some of your big goals in the coming year? And then, if you want to know the truth, I took a lot of that and I put it into Chat GPT. And I said, take all of this and give me some ideas for what I might want my word of the year to be. And it will give you a whole bunch of suggestions, and you might like one, or it might make you think of something else. Because as we know, everything that ChatGPT tells us is not necessarily correct or helpful. But
Oh, yes.
I did find that to be a helpful way to narrow down and fine tune what I was thinking and ultimately land on both my 2025 and 2026 words, because I do have my word for 2026, but I'm not ready to reveal it just yet because we still have almost a month of 2025.
Exactly. That's really helpful to think about the forward thinking because I know that the words that were stuck with me that I've had for years, like positivity, curiosity, believe. I love like that
Yeah.
word. Those have been empowering words for me. But I was like, oh, I like having a group of words. But I never thought about it as, oh, this can really drive like what I'm going to do in 2026. And that really changes the thinking. And I do like the idea of using chat or whichever AI we
Yeah.
like for this, because I think this is where it'll throw out words that we can discard or not, versus sometimes some of those factual things we're looking for. And ChatGPT, as well as Gemini and the others, are not always so helpful because they very confidently convey a fact that is not a fact. I've had that experience this week.
Oh, same. I was going to be like, ask me about my 2 nights ago. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. And really to the point of where I'm like, you actually are wrong, and then you get an argument back, but we'll get into that another time. So this definitely is changing my thinking on word of the year, and I know it people have a lot of thoughts on this because I see many more comments.
Yes.
Um, let's see what she said. I'm wavering between three words right now. It can be tough.
Yeah.
And I wonder if tough is one of the words. I think there's conversations going back and forth. It's such a great anchor. That's a I think that's helpful to just keep, especially, when you get to March or April and you're like, oh my God, what have I done? Or what am I gonna get done? And then you have this thing to remind you, if it is the word, like the foundation of like, don't you remember this is what you want to do, whether it was elevate or whatever word you choose, like, oh, that's what I can work on.
Yeah.
It refocuses.
No, it
I like
absolutely
that.
does. And I love Eden's idea of having it be a calendar reminder. I think that's brilliant.
Yes. I know, I'm already, even though I don't have the word chosen, I'm already thinking about like where the word could go. And certainly, I've mentioned it before, I quite often use Post-its
I
of
love Post-its.
something, that I like, or, a quote someone says, but I can have that, a, a pack of Post-its with the word on it so that every day I can put it up there.
I love it.
So that can work. I'm gonna scroll through. There's conversations going on. Ooh, Now we're learning about other people's words for 2025. My word for
Love that.
2025 was resolve. I'm still considering a few options for the coming year. It's always an interesting exercise. And I think that is what I'm realizing. Like this in itself is a great process. I'm
Ah,
I think I just can't. Oh,
there you go.
now, okay, then we've accomplished our goal.
Haha,
This
I love it.
live is absolutely worth it if we've inspired, or just even the fact that you're here in the audience, that has helped you pick a word. I love it. And Tiffany likes what you said, Melissa, but of course now I'm not sure at what time she wrote that. And Kimberly said, there
Yeah.
is no competition. It's all about collaboration.
Yep.
Collaborate's a really good word. But I do feel like I have to pick something not that matches what I'm already doing, what's going to lead or inspire what I do differently.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Something that stretches you.
And I appreciate that people are revealing their words so that if I borrow them, I'm borrowing a word from your prior year. I'm not stealing your 2026 year. So grace, it served me well. Great. Ooh, I love that. Are there more that I'm missing? I think that so we have love going back and forth. Oh, and we got a revealing one from Lynn because she's telling us it's positivity.
I
I
love
love that
that.
word.
So we do have a really good one. This is from Tracy, who was invited here by Meryl. Thank you, Meryl. And I like this. Her word of the year is nice, but nice is an acronym for nurturing ideas creates elevation. And my word of 2025 was elevate. So how cool is that?
Wow. I love that. Oh, thank you for catching that. Oh, now that thank you for this idea of an acronym because that could help me, the person who's doing it for the first time feels like I can't pick one word. Ooh, I
There
love
you
that.
see, this
So
gives you a
then I
lot of
can have multiple
flexibility.
words. And it seems like I don't know if we inspired Ronadeb, if this is your first time or you've been a picker of word of the year,
Yeah,
but connect or collaboration. I
I
love that
love it.
that's been inspired. I'm scroll so many conversations going back and forth. I love it. We're gonna try to get Gary thing great because it takes some thought to pick one word that can describe and reflect on the year. Absolutely. I think so. As people are now finding out, selecting one is a challenge to me, but I'm going to do it. I'm committing to it.
Here's one I really like. It's from LinkedIn user, so we'll figure out who that is later, but,
Yes.
their word for 2025 was magnet. Now
Ooh,
I like that a lot because 'cause you're attracting the
oh,
right things.
magnet. I love that. And here's someone. Oh, hello, Tracy, checking in from Houston. This is, you read this before. I'm
Yes,
sorry. Now
that's
I'm
what
like,
I found.
my scrolling here is slow. I don't know why. So I'm pushing through. We have the magnet. I'm now like in the current. And maybe I can't wait to see what you'll pick, Leslie. Tiffany's put the pressure is on. Oh, you mean I also have to see? This is the second part, and we do have to say goodbye in a moment.
No.
So you pick a word, but is the key that you do also have to post about it, or could I keep it to myself? Melissa, what
That's
are your
no
thoughts?
that's no fun. I really like to post about it. One, because I feel that that kind of gives me an extra built-in bunch of accountability partners, right? Now I've kind of committed to it publicly. And so I think that makes me more beholden to it. It's also just fun. I enjoy these word of the year posts. I like just the way I've loved seeing all the comments and what people are choosing, including I just saw James is thinking about potentially having alignment for his 2026 word. I find them inspiring and interesting and motivating. And even if it's not my word of the year, it's still something that makes me think. So yes,
I
share them.
love that.
Yeah.
So we're getting to that point. In a moment, I'm going to ask Melissa to close out. And my last words will be, I had to, I had to pull these out. We
Oh, you
used
should
them in a
have told me. I
prior
would have brought
year.
mine.
I just wanted to surprise you. Happy holidays, everyone.
I loved it.
Melissa, would you share some closing words?
Oh my good. I can't. That was too perfect. I cannot believe how quickly this half hour went. I want to thank everyone for joining us and inspiring us with your words of 2025, your potential words for 2026. I wish everybody a happy holiday season, however and whatever you celebrate. And please join Leslie and me in January.
Thank you, everyone.